This is a 2007 Honda Hornet 919, and it is the best bike in the world. And I'm selling it. Let me explain. It is an unbelievable deal what you get for the money with these bikes. This bike really does have it all. The uber reliable Honda inline 4 engine, detuned from the leader sport bike for this application, which is amazing. You get 100 horsepower, all the torque you want, 6-speed transmission, fuel injection, chain drive. The brakes are amazing. You have twin discs in front, a single disc in the back. You don't have the linking brake system like some Hondas of this generation had, or steel braided lines, frame sliders. You have the tucked under tail exhaust, and it comes back to this point. It looks so tidy, so clean, and so nice. This is sort of the grandfather of the Street Fighter or Naked style bikes, so you don't have any fairings, but the bodywork is absolutely gorgeous, and I love this red. I mean, look at how pretty this bike is. The seating position on this is amazing. I even put these higher Renthal bars on it to bring your hands up and back a little bit, so to get on it, it is so nice and so easy, and you're just sitting nice and upright like this. The suspension is adjustable in the front and back, and it is fine for what this bike is. This bike looks brand new, and it feels brand new when you're driving it. After showering this bike with so many praises, why am I getting rid of it? Well, to answer that question, we have to get on the road. So let's go for a little ride. We're in second gear and just rowing through the gears. Look at that RPM gauge. Plenty of power at every RPM. And here we are with an indicated 90 miles an hour. And we hit sixth gear. And now we're just cruising. An amazingly reliable and smooth 4-cylinder engine, delivering a perfectly adequate amount of power to the rear wheel. This bike really does have it all, guys, and I don't want to sell it. I honestly don't. This bike is an amazing all-rounder, but it's really bad at one thing, and that one thing is high-speed highway cruising. This bike cannot cruise on the highway, and you might know why already. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. This bike doesn't have any fairings. It doesn't have a windshield. It is so windy, and you are sitting straight up. I am sitting straight up, acting like a windbreak. There's no way around it, guys. There's no way around the fact that my legs right now are getting 60-mile-an-hour wind, and it's freezing cold. There's no getting around the fact that my entire upper torso and head is just getting the full-on frontal of the 39-degree south central Pennsylvania air right now, and it's not fun. Let's head back to the shop and I'll show you guys what bike I got to replace this. This is an all-arounder. The bike that I got is really good at one thing, and one thing only. Let's check it out. And here is the Honda Hornet's replacement, none other than the Honda CBR 1100 XX, the Super Blackbird. That's right, what could possibly beat the Hornet? None other than the Blackbird. When this bike first came out in, I believe, 97, it was the fastest production motorcycle in the world. As everybody watching this channel who's already into bikes knows, I'm sure, and has heard 1,000 times, the Suzuki Hayabusa came out to beat this bike. Why? Because Hayabusa in Japanese is peregrine falcon, and peregrine falcons eat blackbirds. Now the difference between this and the Hayabusa is that this, the Super Blackbird, doesn't look like a flying slug, unlike the Hayabusa. The difference between this and the ZX-14, right, the Kawasaki Ninja, is that this is actually put together well, not just with zip ties. You cannot beat the Honda classic look and the reliability and quality workmanship. This bike is 25 years old almost and has almost 35,000 miles on it, and look at it. It's beautiful. It is such a timeless bike. When you look at the lines and step back, if you're not into motorcycles, it could pass for a brand new bike. This bike is not an all-arounder. This bike is manufactured. It is designed. It is built for one thing and one thing only. For a human being to sit on that seat, twist this throttle, and watch the speedometer climb up to 180 miles an hour. This bike is made to just consume pavement. It is made to just get down under the windshield, go 150 miles an hour, and just rip, just cruise. The aerodynamics on this bike are flawless. It is so stable at high speeds, it's actually alarming. It's unbelievable. It is not a super sport racing bike. The clip-ons don't drop down. They're actually kind of high up. The seating position is actually not bad. You're not hunched over. The bike is really, really heavy, so it's not this super lightweight, tingy 1000cc racing bike. It's actually pretty comfortable. I mean, look, the previous owner installed heated grips on it, for goodness sakes. I'm telling you guys, this bike is not a sport bike. How do I know? Look, it has a center stand. How awesome is that? My biggest complaint about the bike is that the previous owner lowered it. You can see he just dropped the triples down on the forks about an inch, and then he told me that he adjusted this fully adjustable monoshock to be about 3/4 of an inch lower. The lowered bike makes it harder to turn in. The front end really feels heavy, and I don't like it at all. All right, James, let's stop all this talking, hop on and ride, and we'll see how it feels from the saddle. We're in first gear. My seating position is comfortable. I'm not hunched over. Yeah, I'm raked forward a little bit, right? But it's not uncomfortable. This bike has some lowered footrests, so my legs are in a comfortable position. They're not tucked really far back like on a Super Sport. In first gear here, you can watch my RPMs. I'm only at 5,000 right now. The only reason it sounds high is because of the exhaust, and I'm going 35 miles an hour in first gear. I could ring out first gear even more, and I could go 55 miles an hour in first gear if I wanted to. It's actually unbelievable. When I first rode it, it is shocking. This bike at this speed is not twitchy in the slightest. One of the biggest downsides of this bike's main competitors, the Hayabusa, the ZX14, is that those bikes are known to be a bit twitchy. For younger people, that's nice because it feels really fast. For me, the smoothness of this Honda is why I bought it. As we sit waiting to get on the highway, we're about to find out why these bikes have held up so well, why you get so much for your money, and why all of these 6 gears give you one of the most amazing feelings you could ever imagine. First gear, second gear. Second gear, we're going 75 miles an hour. Third gear, we're going 85, 95. In third gear, we're going 100 miles an hour, people. This bike could do this all day long, and I'm only in fourth gear. I have 2 more gears. Why, James? Why do you have 2 more gears? Because this bike goes 180 miles an hour, people. That's why it has 2 more gears. I know, I got off the highway, but here's the thing. It's a Monday morning. It's 7 o'clock right now. I don't really want to freak with Monday morning commuter traffic. When you get on this bike, you have to put a little bit more thought into it. It's big, it's heavy, it can kill you much, much easier. No, you know, I'm not going to say that. Too many people use that excuse with bikes to buy a bike or to not buy a bike. Oh, this bike's going to kill you just because it's fast. Guys, surprise, right? A drunk college student that rents a 50cc scooter in Atlantic City in the summertime can kill himself on that too. So you can kill yourself on any motorcycle. It doesn't matter how fast or how powerful it is. You just have to know what you're riding and be able to ride it. This bike is going to be fantastic for commuting to work in the mornings and just eating up tarmac. And I can't wait to tear it apart with you guys, start modifying working on it, and getting it out on the road. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Two Car Garage. We'll see you in the next one.